After using this Canon EOS R7 for a little bit over a week and my Canon EOS R10 that I'm filming this video with for about 2 weeks, I have some thoughts about the lenses that you can use with these cameras, and I thought I would talk about that today. The R7 and the R10 are the newest crop sensor cameras from Canon. What's new about these two crop sensor cameras is that these are the only APS-C cameras that use the RF mount system. As it is a crop sensor system, you probably want to use crop sensor lenses with these cameras. But unfortunately, as of this moment, Canon only has two crop sensor lenses, RF-S lenses, that fits these two camera bodies. One is this kit lens that followed my R7. This is the 18 to 150 millimeter. Then you have the 18 to 45 millimeter that comes with the Canon R10. Now, I didn't get that one with my Canon R10. I only bought the body only, but you're able to get that kit lens if you buy the R10. I also think you can get it with the Canon R7, but out of these two lenses, I would definitely recommend that you get the 18 to 150 millimeter. That gives you a whole lot of more range and it's a better overall lens in my opinion. Since these are the only two RF-S lenses on the market as of now, you're probably going to need to use other crop sensor lenses, the older EF-S lenses with an adapter on these two camera bodies. For me, the best option has been using the Sigma 18 to 35 millimeter f1.8. That's the lens that I'm filming this video with, and that is a crop sensor lens for crop sensor bodies, but it has an EF mount on it. So you're able to use it with both the R10 and the R7 with an adapter. The Sigma 18 to 35, it is an f1.8, so you get really shallow depth of field. The Sigma 18 to 35 has been a really popular lens for almost 10 years now. It's been used in movie making, and it's a really good quality lens when it comes to the image you get out of that lens. So if you don't have any other crop sensor lenses and you're looking for a crop sensor lens for your new R7 or the R10, I highly recommend the Sigma 18 to 35. You need to know it is a little bit heavy lens, and with the adapter it gets quite big, but as of now you don't have that many other options. You have the Canon EF-S 17 to 55 f2.8. That could be a good lens for these two camera bodies. I don't own that lens personally, but for me the go-to lens is the Sigma 18 to 35. Again, you can use RF lenses on these two bodies. That means you can use full frame RF lenses on these two bodies, but having a, let's say, a 24 to 70 lens on a crop sensor body, that will be quite a big lens on these smaller cameras. But if you don't want to use older EF-S lenses on these two new bodies and you want to go for the RF lenses, there are other options in the full frame RF lens lineup. This lens that I'm having on this camera body right now on the R7 is the 50mm f1.8 RF full frame lens. This is a really good budget friendly lens. It's only about $200–300, but it is a good lens if you just want to get into the RF system and try it out. You have other options also. You have the new 16mm full frame lens, that's an f2.8. I think that will be a good lens for these two camera bodies also, and it's probably the next lens I'm going to buy for these cameras, as there is no RF-S alternative right now. As it is crop sensor cameras, the 50mm on this camera body will be approximately an 80mm full frame equivalent. So the 50mm will be good for portrait photography and stuff like that. The 16mm RF lens will be a 25.6 full frame equivalent, so that will be great for like street photography. The 16mm and the 50mm are the best budget friendly options when it comes to full frame RF lenses, where the 50mm is the cheapest one, then the 16mm is just a little bit more expensive than the 50mm. Then you have the new 24mm f1.8. I'm not sure if it's available right at this moment, but it is out there. And the 24mm on this crop sensor body will be like a 38.4mm full frame equivalent. that could be a good all-around lens. Then you have the 35mm f1.8. It's also in the budget friendly zone, although it is more expensive than the 50mm and the 16mm. The 35 and 24, it's about the same price. I believe the 24 is just a little bit more expensive than the 35. But anyway, the 16mm, the 24mm, the 35 and the 50mm RF full frame lenses are the best option for you right now if you want to get into the RF full frame system for these camera bodies. Of course, you can, like I said, go over to the bigger full frame lenses like the 24-70, the 16-35 f1.8, but that's a whole different price on those lenses, and I don't think they are the best lenses for these camera bodies. So for me, it will be the 60mm or the 24, or maybe both, for these two camera bodies. There are rumors about RFS lenses coming to the market, and I have made a video about upcoming rumored RFS lenses, but as of now we don't have anything confirmed, so we don't know when things are going to get released. So if you have the R7 or the Canon R10, I do believe that the full frame lenses, the cheaper budget friendly full frame lenses, is the best option for these two cameras if you really want to go into the RF system. But if you really want to go budget, go used EF or EF-S lenses. That's probably where you can save most money, so you have that option too. Now that we're done talking about the lenses, I just wanted to mention that in the beginning of August, I made a challenge for myself to make one video every day throughout all of August, and I wanted to make a vlog-ish type of video with some camera stuff included in each video, and I managed to make 14-15 videos, I believe it was. Now, it did take a toll on me. It is quite a job to make one video every day. So I just wanted to make this statement to whoever of you that did follow those videos, that I appreciate if you watched all of them, but I noticed that at the end I made more and more directly camera stuff related videos. I didn't make that much of a vlog video, so I decided to call it off, and from now on I hope I'm able to make 1 or 2 videos every week. It will be camera related videos and camera stuff and tech stuff videos, because vlog videos on my channel didn't do that much for the analytics. I didn't get that much views. The only videos I got views on was the camera titled videos, so people are more interested in the camera stuff than they are interested in, yeah, my vlog stuff. And I fully understand that, because I don't have the most interesting life with my family and my regular job, and my days are kind of very repetitive. So I think from now on I will be focusing back on making camera related videos. And that's just what I wanted to say at the end of this video. So if you did follow those 14-15 days of me uploading daily, thank you for being there. I really appreciate that. But now you know, from now on I will probably make camera related videos. And I'm not only shooting Canon, I have my Sony A7S III and my Sony A7 IV. So if you have any questions about these cameras, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you have any ideas on what kind of content I can make about these cameras, yeah, leave that comment in the comment section down below. I know that my channel was kind of based on the Canon M6 Mark II and content about this camera. And I also know that there is a lot of people out there that has this Canon M6 Mark II and are really happy with it, but are now questioning, should I upgrade to the Canon R10 or should I upgrade to the Canon R7? And I'm currently in the process of making a comparison video between the Canon M6 Mark II and the R7 when it comes to photography. I have been outside taking kind of similar shots with these two cameras, and that video is probably going to get released in some weeks. So if you want to see that video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button if you got something out of this video, and that's going to be it for today. And maybe I will see you in another video. Bye.